Now coming to the next topic, that is impact of changes in economic policy on India or effects of liberalization and globalization. See, impact, what was the main impact of all these changes? Means whatever the changes was brought in the new economic policy, like changes means the liberalization, privatization and globalization. Due to this changes, how these policy or actually how these changes actually put an impact on the business. Let us understand with the help of following points. The first is increasing competition. See, delicensing and entry of foreign firms in Indian market has increased the level of competition for Indian firms. Delicensing and entry of foreign firms, as we have studied in liberalization, the licensing system was abolished, okay, it was removed, and entry of foreign firms, okay, foreign firms were easily, like in the globalization we have seen that it is easy entry of the foreign companies were made. So there was delicensing, no licensing system was there, the foreign firms can easily enter into our market, okay, in Indian market, and due to which what happened, there was increased level of competition for the Indian firms, because many firms from the outside who are very well established, they came to set up their business in India, due to which what happened, there was increased competition in Indian firms. Coming to the next point, that is more demanding customer, okay, due to this policies, liberalization, privatization, globalization, what happens, the customer becomes what, more demanding customer, the customer becomes more demanding. How? Now customers are more aware, okay, means the customer are more aware and they keep maximum information of the market, as the result of which now market is customer buyer oriented. Means now the customers are very much aware, means they have complete knowledge about the market, and they have complete knowledge about the products, they have complete knowledge about the business, they keep all the informations of the market, okay. So now what happens, the market is customer and buyer oriented. It means that now the market has become from producer oriented to customer oriented. It simply means that now the business houses produces the goods according to the needs and wants of the consumer, not as per their personal need, okay, not as per what they produce, means the producer here generally take care of the needs and wants of the customers, and according to their needs and wants and according to their demands, they produce the products. So that is why it is known as the market has become customer oriented market, means from producers oriented market, it has become the customers oriented market, because in the new policy the businessman has to, like, due to the new policy, the people are getting more aware, and due to that they are demanding the products as per their needs, and the business has to fulfill the needs of the customer. Now products are produced keeping in mind the demands of the customers. Now whatever the products are produced by the manufacturers or the producers, they have to produce keeping in mind the needs and the demands of the customers. Coming to the third point, rapidly changing technological environment. See, rapid technological advancement has changed, improved the product process, as a result of which maximum production is possible at minimum cost. Maximum production is possible at minimum cost, but it leads to tough challenges in front of small firms. New technological advancement, as you all know that technology is changing continuously, okay, rapid changes of technology, okay, due to the rapid changes of technology, what happens, the generally the business houses who are capable to adopt those latest technology, means who are very much financially sound or who has lot of money with them, they definitely can acquire the latest technology, or they definitely can use the technologies, or they can cope up with the changing technology, okay, they can adopt the new method of production. But it is not same in the case of small producers, okay, the small producer who don't have that much of like resources or that much of capitals or money, they are not able to adopt those latest technologies. So in that case we say that due to liberalization, privatization and globalization, many business houses cope up with the rapid changes of the technology, means they adopt latest technology, and due to this they are able to what, produce maximum production. They are able to carry out maximum production with the minimum cost with the latest technologies. Now, coming to the next point, that is necessity for change. After new industrial policy, means after new industrial policy of 1991, means after all the policy, new industrial policy means all the three policies: liberalization, privatization, and globalization. After the new industrial policy, the market forces, what are the market forces according to which the market runs? The demands and the supply. Okay, the demand and the supply. After new industrial policy, the market forces, demand and supply, are changing at a very fast rate. Change in the various components of business environment has made it necessary for the business firm to modify their policies and operations from time to time. Very correct. Necessity for changes means it is very necessary for the business houses to change their policies with the change in the new industrial policy. As the new industrial policy was implemented, like liberalization, privatization, globalization came into existence, so according to the change in the new industrial policy, the business also has to, the business firms also have, like they have to modify their policies and operations from time to time. They have to make the, they have to bring the changes in their company, in their operating pattern. How will they operate? All those changes should be brought as per the new industrial policy. Coming to the fifth point, that is need for developing human resources. Okay, now the changing market condition require people with higher competence and greater commitment. Hence there is a need for developing human resources which could increase their effectiveness and efficiency. Now see what happens generally before 1991, means before the new economic policy 1991, Indian enterprise were managed by inadequately trained personnel. Means generally there were no trained, like less trained personnel, means less trained worker. They were no, they were not so skilled. Okay, the training, like they didn't had that much of training, so they were low skilled workers. They do not have that much skills. But after the new economic policy, the market is growing, the competition is increasing, the latest technologies are adopted by the government, everything is developing. So it is very much needed to develop our human resources also by giving them proper training, by increasing their skills, by increasing their talents. Okay, and this can only be possible, how we can develop the human resources? By giving them proper training. Okay, the changing market condition require people with higher competence and greater commitment. Hence there is a need for developing human resources because of the changing environment, because of the changing situation, because of the growing market. Everything is growing, so for that purpose we need to develop our human resources also. We need to develop our employees also. We need to train our personnel also, so that they can cope up with the changes. Okay, they can adopt the new changes and they can develop their therefore it is very much necessary for the companies to develop their skills. Coming to the next point, that is market orientation. Earlier selling concept was famous in the market. Now its place is taken by the marketing concept. Today, firm produce those goods and services which are required by the customers. Marketing research, educational advertising, after sale services have been more significant, right? Market orientation, what does this point means? See, earlier firms were following selling concept. Okay, what do you mean by selling concept? Selling concept here means produce first and then go to the market. Means generally the business firms or the manufacturing and like firms, they used to produce the goods first and then they go to the market. Means they did not consider the needs and preference of the customers. They used to produce the goods and then they go to the market for selling the goods. This was the selling concept. The motive was to sell the good without taking the consideration of the customers. But now it is marketing concept. What do you mean by marketing concept? Marketing concept means planning the production on the basis of needs and wants of the customers. Means whatever things are produced by the businesses now, they take consideration they take the consideration of need and wants of customers. Okay, and what they do, generally they do marketing research, they do research. Okay, after sales services, all these facilities are provided or to get the better knowledge about the people, or sorry, better knowledge about the customers. In this way, the the selling concept was changed from the concept of selling was changed from selling concept to the marketing concept. Okay, in this way it became market oriented. Now, reduction in budgetary support to public sector. What does this mean? The budgetary support given by the government to the public sector is reducing. Thus, the public sector has to survive and grow by utilizing their own resources efficiently. What does that mean? Reduction in budgetary support to public sector. Now, the support, like as we all know that before the policy of 1991, okay, all the losses of the public sector were used to be made by government, good by government. Okay, they used to sanction special funds from their budgets to cover up the losses of the public sector. But as the public sector, but like today, the public sector have to survive and grow by utilizing their own resources. Otherwise, those enterprises will be closed down, as you have studied in the privatization policy. So in this it is said that there is reduction in budgetary support to public sector. Means here the government will not sanction any special fund or budget if the public sector is suffering from loss. Means they are not going to compensate their loss. If they are not working well, then it will be shut down, and there will be disinvestment of shares. Means the shares of those public companies will be sold out and it will be given to private sector. Now, so these were the impact of changes in economic policy. Means what all the impacts are there, like how the how the industrial policy of 1991, that is liberalization, privatization and globalization, put an impact on the Indian business. Okay, as there was increase in competition, the customers become more demanding, there was rapid change in the technological environment, and it was necessary to adopt the change. Next is need to develop the human resources with the changing environment. It was needed to develop the human resources, means the personnel or the employee of the company, by giving them the training. Market orientation was there, means from the selling concept it went to marketing concept. Means the needs and the preference of the customer was taken into consideration. Reduction in budgetary support to public sector. The public sector were not supported by the government. If they suffer from loss, they have to survive by themselves by utilizing their resources. Otherwise, their shares of the company will be disinvestment. Means the shares of the company will be sold out and it will be closed. These were the impacts. Now moving to the next point, that is managerial response to changes in business environment. Means how does the business house or how does the managers response to all these changes? How do they responded to all the changes which occurred in business environment? Let us see. The impact of changes in economic policy of the government has made manager aware of various areas where they have to focus, help them to take decisions regarding increasing competition, the demands of the customers and their expectations, rapidly changing technological environment, necessity to adapt to change, and need for developing human resources. See, managerial response to change in business environment. We can very well understand that due to the change in the business environment, the business houses or the business firm also made lot of changes in their working conditions so that they can improve their performance. So what all changes were brought? Let us see. Aware of various area, they got aware, like the managers, the policies of the government has made managers aware of various areas. Means due to the due to the change in business environment, the business house became more concerned or became more aware towards the various area. They started monitoring and they started studying about the changes which occur in the environment. Okay, they started getting the knowledge about the environment, they started monitoring the business environment. Okay, now increasing competition means it helped them to take the decision regarding increasing competition. Okay, as it is very much necessary to study the environment as business firms. If they want to exist in the market, then they have to compete their competitors. Okay, they have to perform well than their competitors. For that, what is needed? For that, it is needed that the businessman or the business house should have a complete understanding of the business environment. They should understand the business environment, they should understand what all changes are been going on, so that they can compete with their competitors. Okay, now the next is the demands of the customers and their expectations. Like now the business houses are working, or now the business firms or the managers are working or developing the products or manufacturing the goods as per the demands of the customers to fulfill their expectation. Because as you know, the consumer is the king. It is said that the consumer is the king of the market. Okay, and the business houses has to take care of their demands and the preference, and they have to produce the goods seeking in what, seeing the demands of the customers and their expectations. Now business environment, what does it help? Rapidly changing technological environment, necessity to adopt changes. Okay, there was rapid change in the technological environment, so it is very much necessary for it was very much necessary for the business what it was very much necessary for the business firms to actually adopt those rapid changes. Because as you know, the due to the change in business environment, many technological improvement took place. Okay, advancement in technology, due to all this. Okay, if the business house will not cope up with that change, they will get lost in the market. Yes, and that's correct, they have to cope up. Like it is very much necessary that we cope up with the change. Okay, then only we will survive in the market. Now it was very much needed to develop our human resources also. It's very correct. Business environment is continuously changing, the things are developing, the technologies are upgrading, the technologies are improving. Okay, so to match up with that, to cope up with that, it is very much essential to develop our human resources also. It is very much essential to develop our employees also. And how we can develop our employees? By giving them proper training, so that we can improve their performance, we can improve their skills. Now see this point, the main, as we can study the managerial response to change in business environment. As the business environment, there was many changes in the business environment. Okay, so the business firms has to take care about all these factors. They have to consider all these factors. It helped the business houses to become more aware, it helped the business firms to get knowledge about the business environment, to compete with the competitors. Okay, to work according to the demands of the customer, to adopt the latest technologies, and to develop their human resources. They felt the need to do all these things so that they can improve their performance, so that they can improve the performance of the business. Now let us see the points. Diversification. Okay, diversification, collaboration with MNCs, brand building, use of latest technology, improved compensation level, and customer focus. Let us read all these things in detail. See, diversification means, see, the first response seeing after new policy of the companies were going for diversification. Okay, they will diversify. Like for example, when the new policy came into existence, okay, liberalization, privatization, globalization, they got the freedom for trading. Okay, the import facility and export facility was improving, globalization was taking place. The foreign companies can come and settle in Indian market. We can go, our business, like Indian business can go and set up their industry in the foreign markets. And due to all this, what took place? Diversification. Okay, diversification. See, the company started to diversify them. Like many companies, you can say Reliance, LG, Samsung, etc. Are diversifying their activities by adding more products in their portfolio, right? For example, they are they are dealing with many divisions, they are dealing in many category of the product, they are dealing in different product line. Means they are diversifying, they are increasing their what? Product range. Okay, they're diversifying their activities by adding more products. For example, Reliance had what? Different divisions. Reliance is in clothing industry also. Okay, Reliance is in petroleum also. So they are diversifying their activities. So due to the upcoming industrial policies, what is happening? The companies or the business houses are going for diversification. Means they are diversifying their activities. Now the second is what? Collaboration with MNCs. Collaboration means we can also say coming together, or you have studied in the like 11th standard about joint venture. Okay, the company who are actually what? Doing what? They are coming together to form a new company, that is joint venture. Okay, joining together or making collaboration. Okay, so collaboration with multinational companies. Many companies used to collaborate with each other. Okay, for example, like Ford enters with Mahindra and Mahindra. Okay, they collaborated together. Okay, Jaguar company, they collaborated with Tata Motors. Okay, so in this condition, what happened? They started collaborating with the multinational companies, the companies which were situated in different countries. They started collaborating to expand their businesses. Now, the third is brand building. Now, what does that mean? See, after new economic policy 1991, what is new economic policy 1991? All this, the liberalization, privatization, globalization. Okay, after all this, the brand building. What is brand building? Brand building means the goodwill and the image of the company. Okay, goodwill and the image of the company was very important. Okay, because due to the goodwill and the image of the company only, the company will be promoted. Means the company can promote themselves if they will have goodwill and a good image. Okay, now the companies are doing what? Now the companies are spending huge amount of money for promoting their activities. How do the companies promote the activities? They promote it through advertisement. Okay, they promote it through the sales promotion. Many methods are there through which they can promote their activities. So now the companies are going for brand building. Means they are doing many promotional activities, like giving the advertisement and making many promotions, using many sales promotion techniques, mean discounts, giving offers, many things they are doing, so that they can improve their goodwill and image of the company in front of the customers. Okay, now coming to the next, use of latest technology. Okay, use of latest technology. Now it is very much essential, as we have understood, or we have we have studied in the advantages or the significance of the what was the main advantage, or why it is needed to understand the business environment. We have studied that the people has to adopt the latest technology in order to cope up with the rapid changes. Okay, so here the companies are trying to get what? The companies are trying to get the latest technology first for their product. All the companies or all the business firm, those who want to compete or those who want to actually survive in the market, they are using the latest technology, they are adopting the latest technology. Okay, now next is improved compensation level. Compensation means generally your incentive or your salary money. Okay, now see, with the entry of multinational companies, as you can see, as we have studied in globalization, there was easy entry of foreign companies, means the foreign companies can easily come and set up their markets. Okay, now with the entry of MNC, means multinational company can enter the market easily. There is lot of change which is seen in the salary packages of the employees. Okay, there was so much change in the salary packages of the employees due to the development of this. Okay, the starting salaries for engineers and the management graduates have risen. Okay, the many salaries of the engineers and the management graduates have risen. Many bonus schemes were introduced, many things were introduced. So due to the like growth of the companies were growing. They were collaborating together with each other, multinational companies. Okay, so in a way they were what, there was promotion in the compensation level, as the money or the incentives, or you can say salary, the level of the salary or the compensation level was also increasing. Now the last is customer focus. Customer focus means the focus of the market was totally shifted from producer to the consumer. We have studied in the previous topic also. Okay, earlier it was producer oriented market, means the producer used to produce the good and they used to sell it in the market without considering the needs and the wants of the customers. But now it is very much necessary to keep everything customer focused, means the focus of the market should be on customers, means they should produce the goods or they should work to fulfill the expectations of the consumers or the customers. Okay, these are the points which explains us what are the managerial response, means how the business or how the management responded to the change in business environment, means with the changing environment, with the changing policies, what all changes were adopted by the business firms. That was it for today. This is the end of the chapter. Thank you.